Welcome to the Stats Edge Trading Trade of the Week Monday. What I do every Monday is I go through things that have triggered from the systems and give you the one that I like the best. Now, of course, Stats Edge Pro members get access to 20 of the symbols that happen this week. It's usually 30, but there was nothing from the trend following system. Not much of a shocker because of the overall market and a lot of pullback and a lot of fast plays. Like this is what we're doing. And fast for us being hold for a week, sell at the end of the week, but we're looking to get in, get our money, get out, move on to the next thing. In this market, it seems to be the thing that is absolutely working the best. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it here. Let's just start with the market, right? So, one thing I mentioned is that I'm not buying a lot right now in this market. I mentioned that in the room just because we're about halfway through the day. We put in a little bit of a bounce, but I want to see if this low holds. So I look at the 30-minute chart for my swing trades, and just to see, I want to see a couple 30-minute candles of saying, okay, at least we're not selling off. So probably near the end of the day is when I'll put on a lot of trades. But right now, we're just going to talk about this FLGT. And the reason for that, let's click on that FLGT. This triggered today, and one of the reasons that I like it, if we look at the weekly chart, it actually undercut this level right here. So a big support zone, we spent a little bit of time under, and then we rallied up this week pretty strong. And we did so not on earnings or any news that really I know about, but a nice, I love the undercut and rally. So a lot of people probably got out of their long positions. A lot of people got into short positions. Those people ended up being wrong. And then we ripped to new highs. So could be a lot of shorts trapped here, and there could be a lot of longs looking to get into their position. And then we had this gap. So it sells into the gap a little bit. Then I'm looking here on my 30-minute chart. And so far, we're holding this tick right here. This is the exact entry point based off the algorithm. I'm obviously not going to get that. I'm going to get a little bit above that. But just looking to see if this area holds. Now, the exit conditions behind this, the first one is we got a protective stop loss. This stop loss rarely in our testing ever gets triggered. It's a very wide stop loss. So we don't size based off this stop loss. You can come up with your own if you'd like, but it's looking at the lows here and saying, hey, if we come back to these lows, we got to get out. And these are just really wide protective stops to make sure that if something crazy happens, we get knocked out of our positions for a bit of a pain, but we move on. What we generally do is we use what's called a time stop. So next Monday, we will exit the position regardless of price. And that in my testing has been much better. I know it's not the conventional way of thinking, but a lot of people use the conventional way of thinking. It doesn't end up working out for them. So maybe kind of expand your horizons a little bit to see if a time stop would make sense. I have a whole video on the channel if you go back and take a look at it. But yeah, so we're buying on this little pullback here. I like the pullback area that the algo picked, 17 bucks, just because there was a lot of resistance back here. We're looking to sell this next Monday. So again, if you're interested in the once a week picks that are coming from the systems, definitely stay tuned and subscribe and follow and like wherever you are. If you're looking for more and you want to make sure that every trade, every swing trade, every investment has a statistical back tested edge, make sure you come on over to statsedgetrading.com and give us a try.